This is Deer Valley Ski Resort. This is definitely one of the most luxurious ski resorts in the world. They are known for impeccable grooming. They are also known for luxurious service and amenities, but unfortunately one of the most expensive lift tickets in the world.
Something really unique about Deer Valley Ski Resort is they actually don't allow snowboarders. So that could be good or bad depending on if you're a skier or a snowboarder. Not having snowboarders does tend to keep the snow a little bit fresher with not as many deep kind of scraped away areas as sometimes you see when resorts do allow snowboarders. But if you're a snowboarder, nearby Park City Ski Resort does allow snowboarders, so you can go there.
One of the unique things about Deer Valley is to get on the lift, you basically put your ticket in your pocket, and then they have those very smart doors that sense your ticket, and then when it's valid, it opens up for you, kind of like a metro. It makes the lines go fast, it's very convenient. State of the art, world class. One of my favorite things about Deer Valley Resort are those chairs. They're kind of like beach chairs, and especially on a bluebird day like today when it's sunny, it's so relaxing to just sit in it and soak the sun even though you're in the middle of snow. It feels very fancy being here. I don't know what it is, it's just kind of...
It's a very customer service oriented ski resort, that's for sure.
There's a lot of amenities, they make it so easy. There's a lot of places you can go to, grab a bite, grab a drink. Even throughout the whole mountain, there are lodges and very fancy hotels and even houses, like private homes, scattered throughout the mountain, even towards the top. So as you're skiing, there's always buildings and civilization around you, which I think is kind of nice in my opinion, because you don't feel that you're secluded so much. There's always this sense of safety. You know, some people may not like that if you're like a big fan of nature and feeling that you're just kind of out of nowhere. But here, you feel like you're still part of civilization, even if you're at the very top of the mountain.
So it's probably not the best ski resort for people who prefer more backcountry or off-piste skiing. But if you like on-piste skiing and nice groomed runs, this is the perfect resort for you. One of the great features of Deer Valley is that parking is free. So if you'd like to drive yourself here, you can do that, park in one of the free parking lots, which really aren't that far away from the lodge anyway. Because of the overnight ski storage and also there's overnight boot storage, you don't even need to wear your ski equipment or hold your ski equipment when you're walking from your car to the lodge. When you get into the lodge, there is a nice locker room where you can rent a locker for the day. So that's where you can keep just your regular boots that you wore in, and you can change into your ski gear and then have a great day without having to worry about walking back and forth in your ski boots to your car. Deer Valley also offers complimentary overnight ski storage. So they'll actually take your skis and poles and you can leave them overnight for free. You can also actually leave your boots here too, but the boots are stored inside to keep them warm. After you've had a long day of skiing and you're a bit too tired to just walk back to your car, you can wait right here for the shuttle. And the shuttle will pick you up and it will bring you to one of the parking lots that's actually not that far to the right of me. One of the ways to get lift tickets for Deer Valley is to go on their website and order the tickets. Then you'll receive an email from Deer Valley, and the email will contain a barcode. You can either print the barcode out or just bring your phone, and then you come behind me to the ticket office, and one of the ticket attendants will scan your barcode, and then they'll be able to give you your lift ticket pass. The lift attendants here really go out of their way to help you. We found the lift attendants here to actually be very professional. They're very kind, they're very talkative, polite, and very helpful as well.
Feels so fancy being here. We're like surrounded by very fancy hotels. very expensive hotels, like at least $1,000 a night, $2,000 a night, and even more, including this hotel here. You basically take a funicular to go up to your hotel. It's called St. Regis. Yes. Yes, please. Yeah.
There's really great lodging options in and around Deer Valley. We found that most of the lodging options that are on mountain, and there are quite a few options, but most of them are quite expensive, which depending on your budget, that might be fine. But if you've got a slightly smaller budget, there's lots of other places within just a few miles of the resort. We stayed at an Airbnb, which was a bit less expensive than the on-mountain options, but still just as nice.
This is a sauna. An actual sauna. Near Deer Valley is the downtown of Park City, which is great. It has this very famous main street that's usually very lively day and night. It's full of restaurants, art galleries, all kinds of stores. It's quite fun to walk around here day and night. This is a statue of a miner, and this is to commemorate the history of Park City. Way back in the day, the first settlers to come here were mainly here to do mining, especially for silver. And this statue is just to keep that memory going. Behind me is the Egyptian Theater. This is in Main Street, Park City. So this is where they hold the Sundance Film Festival every year. The Sundance Film Festival is one of the most prestigious film festivals in the world, especially for short films. Who knows, maybe one day, as much as I like filmmaking, maybe I'll come here as a participant. It doesn't hurt to dream. One of the cool places that you can check out if you're near Deer Valley is right here. This is the Utah Olympic Park. It's a very nice place actually. This is where some of the venues of the 2002 Winter Olympics took place. There are also plenty of things to do here. There's actually a cool museum. If you're adventurous, you can actually book a ticket to do bobsledding, and you'll get to ride in a bobsled, and it goes up to 73 miles an hour.
We're at Utah Olympic Park, home of the 2002 Winter Olympics. This is the closest that I'll ever get to actually being in the Olympics. Aren't these ski outfits just fabulous? Ski fashion has definitely changed over the years a lot.
This is a very high ski jump. I cannot imagine how intimidating it must be for an athlete to be standing all the way up here, looking down and just going full speed down. And then that's just crazy. I cannot imagine. Behind me is the bobsledding track. Looks very long and intimidating. For $195 a person, you can actually go and travel as fast as 73 miles an hour on a bobsled. That's pretty intense.
If you do decide to try bobsledding, you can't just go by yourself. You do have to have an instructor with you, so you have to make an appointment to do that. Some athletes are practicing skeleton right now, so it's been really fun to see them zoom by us. Wow. That was fast.
One of the unique things you can see in this area is this. This is the Homestead Crater. It's a very unique place. 10,000 years ago, all the snow that melted from these mountains went down deep into the earth, about 2 miles deep, and that made it heat up, and it erupted into forming this crater. The water inside is very warm. You can go in and you can swim in the warm water, you can scuba dive, you can also snorkel. It's a very unique hot spring. And reserving your spot is very easy. All you have to do is go online, reserve your spot, and that way they keep a little bit of control so it doesn't get too crowded in there. It's such an awesome experience. I love it. Very unique. Never seen anything like this. It's definitely one of the best things you can do in the area here. You look like you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I just need like a float. I mean, the life jacket's good, of course, but like, you know, like a tube or, I don't know, something. I could easily fall asleep because it's just so warm and soothing. This is a very relaxing activity to do at the end of a ski day. Now it's cold. I'm gonna go back in.
Moguls. It's all about reading the ground, side slipping, do whatever you can. There's no room to turn really normally like you can on a normal run. Of course the experts are like jumping through this. I'm such a beginner. يلا يا عم الاكسبرت يا عم. قشطة. ايوه خلصت. هوبا ايوه هوبا وصلنا خلاص. ما وقعتش لحد دلوقتي على فكرة. ده يعتبر انجاز. ايوه كده خلاص اهو. هوبا ايه